Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all a quick update on Litecoin. Right now we're at $90.74. We're up 0.8%. What I'm going to do today is just show you a key area that really needs to hold for Litecoin, guys. It's crucial here. If this area does not hold, then we definitely could have a shot at going down around that $76 range, even down to around that $69 range. So those are going to be areas that we really want to pay attention to. But I'm going to dig into all this, guys. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The notification bell is really going to help you out. Try to put videos out once to twice, 1 or 2 videos a day, so it can really help keep you informed on the market the best that I can do for you. So guys, what we're looking at here is basically a hammer candle potentially starting to form. Now remember, our close is not going to be for almost another 10 hours, so anything can happen in this space in 10 hours. We've seen Bitcoin lose $2,000 in 10 hours, so we're gaining $2,000 in 10 hours. But what I'm looking at is for this 0.5 Fibonacci right here, where I have this right there, guys. That's going to be the key area for us. And what I want to do here is draw a little box for you. Now, what we need to see is basically a nice bounce or a defense of this area right there in blue. We'll just put it in blue for you here. That's going to be the area, because right now what we've been having is lower highs and lower lows, and what we're looking to form here, we had our lower high here, but we want to find a higher low and eventually come back up here and test this white trend line. If we can have a trend line break out of that white trend line, which obviously, guys, we're not even close to that yet, but say we do have a break out of that, typically out of a short-term downtrend like we have here, we'll run up around 30% on average. Okay, so say we do have a break, we're up at this area and we go up about 30%, that could end up taking us somewhere around that $132 if we are to have a trend line break to the upside. Now, if we're to fall to the downside here, guys, and we don't put in a nice hammer candle here, or we see rejection, we start rolling over, I'm going to look first at this 200-day moving average, which right here we had those tweezer bottoms off of, and there's a nice strong defense on volume. So that's why I'm really hoping that we can put in this nice higher low here, then eventually come back up here and test this white trend line. But we have broken down through this red trend line that I've had in place for quite a while as well. That is broken down out of now. You see how we've broken, fell down out of it. We tweezer bottom, we came back, we pulled back onto it, which typically happens a lot of times with trend lines, and then we started to fall back down again. So we're going to be looking at that blue box as a key area of support, and that's going to be around that 84, guys, about $85 right there. And then we're going to be looking down to that 200-day moving average, which is at $76.47, then ultimately that 0.618 area, guys, and that's all the way down here at around $70, and that would be back testing this yellow trend line that I've been paying attention to ever since we've been in this uptrend. This is the main one that I've talked about. I've talked about several times how we potentially could come and back test this 200-day as well as this yellow trend line, and that's kind of what's playing out now. But we do want to see if we can set that higher low and eventually start to move to the upside. Now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pull this off here, this Fibonacci, so you can really see, and I'm going to go into some of the indicators. We're going to take a look at what some of the indicators are doing here for us. So first of all, I want to start off with some of my favorites here. We're going to do the stochastic RSI. Stochastic RSI, we're at 72 and 72, so we are in overbought territory there, guys. There's plenty of room to move to the downside, which is why some people are a little nervous right now, is because we still could potentially drop back down there to around that $76 range. We have room on the stochastic to have that happen. Am I saying it's going to happen and we're going to drop straight down? I'm not, guys. Anything can happen. We can kiss here and then push back up. We've seen our stochastic as high as 96 before, 97, right in that range. So there's still plenty of room to run to the upside if that scenario is going to play out. Okay, but the stochastic at this point I would put a little bit more bearish. Next one that I wanted to look at here was our relative strength index. With our RSI, we're at 40 right now, and it's looking like we are setting a higher low, which would be good here on the RSI, and that's what we need, guys. Remember, higher highs and higher lows. So if this was the start here, guys, see that? And then we'd have our higher low, then we'd want a higher high than this top here, and then a higher low, higher high, just like we had over here. That's what you're looking for, those higher highs and higher lows. I can't overemphasize that enough. Also, I'm looking for trend line breaks on the RSI. So right here, guys, it looks like we did have a trend line break, and now we're back testing it. We're going to see if we back test that and then continue to move to the upside there. So that is going to be important. We're at 40 right now, so we're a little bit more neutral on the RSI. Then I wanted to do our MACD as well. And with our MACD here, guys, you can see our histogram was ticking to the positive. It's starting to get a little more neutral here, flattening. We're having the kissing here of our MACD against the signal line there. So it's just being patient and waiting to see where we close today. If we can close a nice hammer candle, that would be a good thing, but we want to see continued volume with a hammer candle. That's what's so important. And remember, with those hammer candles, guys, you're going to have basically the wick, you want it to be 2 times as long as the body. And for me to just zoom in here, just so you can see, that's what we're looking at right there. So if we were to close here, there's a little bit more wick than we'd want on the top, but this would be a hammer candle if we can set that higher low there. So guys, I just wanted to bring you a quick one here. I don't want to take you too long. Not a ton's changed. We just want to see if we can set that higher low. We're up to 92.55 right now. Let's see if we can go up and challenge that white trend line. If you guys like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one.